Coming up on NAZ Today, find out how one police officer's day got a little scarier than usual.
We know college graduates tend to make more money than their counterparts, but are all grads' wages created equal? Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm student anchor Aurelia Quaddy.
And I'm student anchor Sierra Ferguson. Thank you for joining us. Now, law enforcement officers have a dangerous job. That almost goes without saying, but in the past 3 weeks, Flagstaff police officers have been attacked during several routine calls. NAZ Today's Mason Agnew has the details on one such incident.
At the Flagstaff Police Department, we have a mission statement and our core values, and at the top of that core value is the preserving life. So we take that very seriously, and if somebody calls us and they're in a life-threatening situation, our officers interject themselves without hesitation to try to help out our citizens.
When police first found the suspect, he was throwing rocks just like these at passing cars, and before long took off across an open field.
They continued to give him verbal commands, try to talk to him. He refused. At one point, he approached the officers in an aggressive manner, then he would walk away. And as the officer moved in to try to grab him, he was struck twice with what we now discovered to be a piece of rebar. The assisting officer deploys the taser again for a second time, and it appears that it does have some effect on him, but very brief. He's able to break free, and we continue chasing him across an open field. The officers also deployed the pepper spray to the subject's face. Didn't appear to have any effect on him. The third officer, at one point, he saw that the subject was distracted. He charged him, tackled him, took him to the ground, and they were able to get him handcuffed and take him into custody at that point without any further incident. We understand it's a risk-inherent job. Our officers, on a day-to-day basis, put themselves out there to protect our public, to protect our citizens.
Despite the risks inherent in their job, the Flagstaff Police Department continues to protect and serve. For NAZ Today, I'm Mason Agnew.
Well, students all around the state are graduating this month, meaning a new wave of people looking for jobs. College degree holders in Arizona are making 80% more than workers without a degree, but graduates from NAU are making less than those from ASU and U of A. The Arizona Board of Regents reported the median wage for NAU graduates between 2008 and 2012 was over $34,000, and median wages for ASU and U of A graduates were both over $36,000 per year. Bachelor degree holders in the health field earned the highest median wages last year, with only a small gap between NAU and ASU graduates.
NAU graduates earned the highest wages in areas of education, public administration, and social services. Now, the top earning field for graduates from all 3 state universities was engineering. Regardless of your alma mater, college graduates still earn higher than most workers without a degree.
Wouldn't it be great if you could work through college at your own pace, maybe even at a reduced cost? Well, starting in June, a new program based on personalized learning has begun. Earlier today, Sierra had the opportunity of meeting with the Vice President of Extended Campuses here at NAU, who will tell us more.
Joining me in the studio today is the Vice President of our Extended Campuses program here at NAU, Dr. Fred Hurst. Now, welcome to our studio. The very first thing I wanted to ask you about is the updates to your new website, the Extended Campuses website. I was scrolling through it this morning and noticed that there were some changes, so I'm wondering if you could tell us about that briefly.
Well, we designed it from scratch to be more user-friendly and to draw students to our programs. Using search engine optimization, it pulls in the students with search terms, and using responsive design, it adapts to whatever device that a student is using, whether that's an iPad or a smartphone or whatever.
Wonderful, and that'll make a lot of your information and the information on the website a lot more accessible to more people, which is great because Extended Campuses is there to expand access to education. So I wanted to ask you next about personalized learning and how that will sort of factor into expanding access to education and what it is. So what is personalized learning?
Okay, personalized learning is self-paced online learning that allows a student to go at their own speed. It recognizes that every student is different and has different skills and different backgrounds, And basically what you can do is you can take the final before you start a class and test out of some of it, of a course or all of a course. And then you can go at your own speed. So if it's something that you already know a lot about, you can move through it very quickly.
Wonderful. And these courses are online, correct?
Yeah.
And so the other thing I wanted to ask about is sort of the pricing. How expensive is the personalized learning program?
Well, that's the other thing. We wanted to make it very affordable. So it's $2,500 per 6 months. And that's all the courses you can take during that 6 months. And it's all inclusive. No extra costs for fees or textbooks or anything like that.
Wonderful. That's a really great opportunity. So I wanted to thank you again for coming into the studio today and joining us, Dr. Hurst. And for NAZ Today, I'm Sierra Ferguson.
If you are interested in the personalized learning program, there is a link to the Extended Campus's website at naztoday.com. Learn how to keep yourself and your kids warm in the snow for the winter season.
Plus, red and green streetlights won't be the only thing blinking in downtown Flagstaff this weekend. Stay with us.
I'm student forecaster Alexa DuMity. Just here we're seeing this little storm system that's coming in. Doesn't look very impressive, and that's because it's not, but we will see some snow tonight. I'll have more on that coming up in weather.
Snoring can be more than a mild annoyance. It could be a sign of a much deeper problem with your sleep pattern. If you suffer from sleep disturbances, trust the Mountain Heart Sleep Center in Flagstaff for effective treatment. With a full-time staff led by Dr. Stephen Marks, your corrective care is immediate with no need for a referral. And they're the #1 accredited sleep center in northern Arizona. Mountain Heart Sleep Center, for a good night's rest.
Hi, I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the latest cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste, 60% less sugar.
Yeah, I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get the camera. I've never had anything like it. Oh, my parents are gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
Some residential roads are still covered with ice and slush from the storm that passed through northern Arizona last weekend. The constant snow resulted in difficult driving conditions, which caused quite a few accidents on the roads. Now, the Flagstaff Police Department tells us that there were a total of 71 collisions between December 3rd and the 9th. Now, 16 of these resulted in minor injuries, so we just want to remind you to drive safely out there and be sure to allow yourself a little bit of extra time to get to your destination.
Well, it sure has been cold out there, and weather experts tell us that about 90% of the lower 48 states are experiencing below normal temperatures. About half of the nation is blanketed in snow and ice, including residents of northern Arizona. NAZ Today's Trevor Anthony gives us tips on how to keep kids warm and safe as they head out into the winter weather.
Winter temperatures have arrived early in many parts of the United States, and children are heading outside to go sledding, build snowmen, or just plain have fun. As you bundle up your kids, take a few precautions to ensure they are safe out in the cold. It may seem obvious, but dress your children in layers. That way, if one layer gets wet, they can remove it and still be warm. Wearing waterproof pants and jackets as the top layer is one way to stay dry in the snow. Cotton holds moisture. Wool is a better choice. And don't forget the mittens, hats, scarves, and waterproof boots. Spending too much time in the cold increases your child's risk for frostbite. The ears and nose as well as the hands and feet are the most vulnerable, so keep those well covered. The first warning signs are often pins and needles sensation and numbness. Cold weather can also cause the body to lose heat faster than we can produce it, leading to a drop in body temperature called hypothermia. If left untreated, it can be life-threatening. For kids, it's a winter wonderland out there, so check on them often so they stay safe as they play. For NAZ Today, I'm Trevor Anthony.
Well, is the unmelted snow inspiring you to grab a cup of cocoa and get into the holiday spirit? If so, downtown Flagstaff is about to transform. The Flagstaff Chamber of Commerce is gearing up for another holiday event. This Saturday, the streets of downtown will be filled with a parade of holiday lights. If you would like to bundle up and attend, the parade will begin at 6 p.m. on Saturday the 14th.
It's nice to see the sun shining outside today, but will it stick around? Forecaster Alexa DuMity has your weather update next.
And it's a day of congratulations for many of our local athletes. Find out who next.
I was an ordinary guy, but I switched to Suddenlink's new internet, and now I can't stop being awesome, because it's the fastest in town. Downloads, uploads, any kind of load, everything just flows at speeds 13 times faster than phone company DSL. Even when the whole family is online, there's no buffering. With DSL, we were suffering. Yep, anything the phone company can do, I can do faster. Now that I have the next big thing from Suddenlink. Now that I have a house full of easy.
And we're out. You got plans?
You bet.
$50 million Americans struggle with hunger, but we can do something about it.
Excuse me. What's going on? Dinner.
Please join me in helping put food on their tables. Together, we can feed America.
You guys keep going. I'm gonna get the plates.
Plates? Find your local food bank at feedingamerica.org/hunger.
Hi, my name is PFC Levi Silverthorne, stationed with Combined Task Force Dragoon in Kandahar, Afghanistan. I'd like to wish my mom, my dad, and my family and friends in Arizona happy holidays and a happy new year. I love you and I'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm First Lieutenant Vincent Curry from 5 Medalam, Afghanistan. I would like to wish my friends at the Yavapai Broadcasting Station in Arizona a wonderful holidays. See you guys soon.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she does strange tricks for no treats. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Tonight's NAZ Today weather is brought to you in part by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac in Flagstaff.
Welcome to NAZ Today Weather. I'm student forecaster Alexa DuMity. Thanks for joining us. Temperatures today, we saw a high of 40 degrees. Normal is 43 degrees, so we're getting back to those seasonable temperatures for this time of year. On record, 64 degrees in 1921. I only wish it was that warm right now, but we're not quite there yet. Sunrise this morning was at 7:26 this morning. Obviously. Pacific Satellite right behind me here. Let's talk about this little storm moving in. Here you can see it right behind my hand. It's kind of just making its way inward right now. It's pretty small still. You'll see it again on this next map I showed you earlier. Here Here it is. We see a little bit of rain right where this green is as it kind of moves in. An even better look at it is our regional radar right behind me. You can see it. The blue is where the rain is. It's kind of starting over on the I-40 and just south of us on the 89A, working its way into Flagstaff. We should see that here soon. So let's talk about current weather in Flagstaff. Temperature is 26 degrees. Skies are mostly cloudy as that storm makes its way inward towards us. Relative humidity is 63%. Tonight in Flagstaff, we're going to see a little bit of snow, 16 degrees outside, maybe up to an inch, although accumulation isn't quite sure yet. They're really going to see that snow on the Mogollon Rim and over in eastern Arizona. Sunset is at 5:15 just before this. Tomorrow here in Flagstaff, 41 degrees, mostly sunny and cool. There's still going to be a few clouds as this storm moves out of us, but we're going to see a warming trend. Still colder though, you might need a jacket if you head out. Let's take a look at the forecasted temperatures across the state. Sedona tonight, they're seeing 33, 28 in Prescott, 47 down in Phoenix, 29 over in Winslow. For tomorrow, 53 in Sedona, 49 in Prescott, 63 over in Lake Havasu, 55 in Kingman, 45 over in Show Low. Moving into the 5-day extended forecast. Saturday here in Flagstaff, 37 degrees as we see clear skies. Sunday, 44 as we warm up into next week. We're still going to see a few clouds, not a whole lot. The Sedona extended forecast, they're saying 52 on Saturday, 58 on Sunday, 64 over on Monday as they warm up into next week as well.
Well, I heard the magic words there, Alexa, warming trend. I'm so excited to finally get to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm excited for there not to be any more snow for a while, hopefully.
Yeah, at least until finals are over and there's graduation, then the snow can come.
Well, I'm glad we're not seeing those negative temperatures at night anymore. Those were just miserable.
It's frigid, so cold.
Yeah. Still cold though, so if you have any pets, you're gonna wanna bring them inside still, give them some fresh water because it's still pretty cold out there.
Definitely, and if it's gonna stay cold, would it be nice to get inside and catch some basketball maybe, Brooke?
Yeah, you know, the Pepsi tournament did just start, so we have a lot of high school hoops for you coming up.
Hi, I'm Terry Markson. As seasons change, so does the inventory at Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac. We've got Northern Arizona's biggest selection of always changing certified pre-owned vehicles. All receive a thorough 172-point vehicle inspection, a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty, and 2 years of free maintenance, including all oil changes. You can count on our certified pre-owns just as you can count on our relaxed, no-pressure environment. Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, real hometown value.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Why did I choose Northern Arizona University?
Lots of reasons.
I have to choose just one?
I chose NAU because of the small class size. My professors know me.
Just one thing?
I know what my tuition will be for the next 4 years.
I came to NAU for the culture. There's so much to do.
I chose NAU because it's close to home, but not too close.
I can't choose. It has everything.
Northern Arizona University. Find your way.
Go Jack!
Obviously a big weekend here for us in Flagstaff. With basketball season in full swing, it's easy to get sidetracked by fall sport honors. And a big congrats is in order for our local high school volleyball teams, as MPA, Flagstaff, and Coconino all had players make the all-division teams. Starting things off with Coconino High School, senior outside hitter Marissa Hoffman made first team division honors, and junior middle blocker Kirsten Fowler and sophomore setter Tristan Eddy both made second team division honors. Moving on to Flagstaff High School, who had 4 players receive first team honors this season, including senior outside hitter Randy Powers, senior libero Haley Leffel, sophomore hitter Courtney Leffel, and freshman setter Emma Rogers. Also for Flagstaff, head coach Beth Haglin received division and section coach of the year. But let's not forget about Northland Prep, who had 3 players make first team division honors as well. Junior middle blocker Scotland Manson, senior middle blocker Haley Phoenix, and senior setter Haley Settle. Congratulations to every one of these players on working hard and getting division honors. Another congrats is in order to senior running back of the Lumberjack football team, Zach Bowman, as he will be participating in the 89th East-West Shrine Game. Bowman finished his career at NAU as the all-time leader in rushing yards, all-purpose yards, carries, and points scored. The game is January 18th in Florida and will be broadcast on the NFL Network. So big congrats to Zach Bowman on all of his accomplishments here as a Lumberjack. It may have snowed pretty hard here last weekend, but the Flag girls soccer team is still hard at work as they had their 5th game today. The Eagles took on Lake Havasu High School Thursday at 3 on Flagstaff's field and came out with the win with a score of 13-0, making their record 2-1-2. Moving over to the hardwood, the famous Pepsi tournament tipped off today and will run through Saturday at Flagstaff High School. And with the result of your local boys so far is Northland Prep basketball, who faced Yuma High School today at 2:30 as MPA took their first win 77-28, with Brandon Hibbert getting 16 points and Clay McDaniel, Chad Timberlake, and Eli Soleil all shooting in the double digits, gave NPA the win. The Coconino boys basketball are in the middle of their game right now against Red Mesa High School. And the Flagstaff boys play tonight after the show at 8:30 against River Valley High School. So make sure you get out there to check out that game. Moving to the girls' side for the Pepsi tournament, with all 3 local teams competing, one has already finished their game. The Coconino girls took on Valley Christian High School today at 4 and came out with a 60-33 loss for their first game of the tournament. Northland Prep and Flagstaff have their first games today as well, as the Spartans started their game at 5:30 against Mojave High School, and the Eagles have their game at 7 o'clock against Santan Foothills. I know I am heading over there after the show, so get over to Flagstaff and watch some of your local high schools. And the Arizona Wildcats basketball team took on New Mexico State last night, and there was an amazing play that you have to see if you haven't already seen it. Rondé Hollis Jefferson has the ball and can't decide what to do, so he just decides, hey, I'm going to go for it. And he takes it in and throws it down. Let's take another look at this. He jumps from outside of the paint to dunk it in. And did I mention how much air he gets? Insane. Arizona won that game 48-74, but that could go in one of those slam dunk competitions. Do you guys ever watch those?
No, I haven't.
I've never seen one.
I've seen them before. That was an amazing dunk. I only hope we see that from our boys basketball team this weekend when they play Grand Canyon.
Yeah, they are at home this weekend for sure.
That would be awesome. And I can't even, where would you go see a slam dunk competition?
Well, they're on like ESPN all the time.
Oh, okay.
Before All-Star games and everything.
So I just need to turn on the TV.
ESPN, Sports Center.
Well, keep your TV tuned here.
For over 20 years and with more than 65,000 success stories, Coconino Community College is vital to your future.
My name is Josie Escosto. Unlike most college students, I enrolled in CCC's Allied Health Program at the age of 45. And today, I work in the healthcare industry. When I become a registered nurse, I'll be giving back by helping those in need. And that's why I support Coconino Community College.
With your support, Coconino Community College will remain efficient, effective, and excellent.
follow your dreams? Let Northern Arizona University chart your course with local classes at more than 30 campuses statewide.
My NAU is in the Valley.
My NAU is in Mojave County. Convenient, affordable, with accredited degree programs.
My NAU is in Tucson.
My NAU is on the reservation.
The extended campuses of Northern Arizona University, statewide, online, and in Flagstaff.
Look at me, hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Here's another look at the Flagstaff 5-day forecast. 41 degrees on Friday, a few high clouds in the sky. 37 Saturday, 44 Sunday as things clear and warm up. And here's Sedona. Friday, they're going to have a few high clouds as well, 53 degrees. 52 degrees Saturday, 58 on Sunday, warming up into early next week.
Well, many are decking the halls this holiday season, and a traditional wreath apparently just isn't enough for some people. How about one encrusted with 32 diamonds and 16 rubies? This wreath has more than 138 carats of fine jewels and costs a whopping $4.6 million. The wreath was made by a Finnish florist who has catered to Danish, Norwegian, and Spanish royalty.
It turns out that Ron Burgundy isn't just a made-up anchorman. He was based off of an actual 1970s newsman. Mort Krim is the original Ron Burgundy. He caught actor Will Ferrell's attention after appearing on a biography about his former female co-anchor. Now, Krim was reportedly part of one of the very first male-female anchor teams in the country. And at the time, he didn't like it one bit. Just like that, a movie script was born. Let's see Krim's response to the Anchorman film that he inspired.
I was a bit perplexed and surprised until I read the history of how he came about this decision to do the film. People have asked me if I'm offended by the fact that this blowhard, airhead, egotistical, self-absorbed character was based on me. And I said, you know, I used to enjoy the Mary Tyler Moore Show immensely, and Ted Baxter was, you know, was a character and certainly bore no resemblance to the anchor people that I know, and I don't believe to myself. But I thought it was good satire. I thought it was good parody, and that's exactly what Anchorman is. And so I not only don't take offense, but I'll laugh as hard as anyone. Stay classy, San Diego.
Well, I think that's just priceless, hearing the original Ron Burgundy's and stay classy.
Something tells me it's more inspired by than an actual true story.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. Well, I saw the movie and loved it, so
It'll
I'm looking
be good
forward
to
to
see
the second one.
Well, thanks for joining us. Have a great night.